Yo, what's up, guys? Wait, why can I not? What's happening? My stream's a little bugged. Bro. Okay, wait. Cancel? Come on now. There we go. I fixed it, nice. There we go. We're going to be reading Numbers 31. And I'm going to get my coffee. And I'm going to start reading it all. Yay. Then we're also going to read the rest of the book. So, yeah. And then maybe after we finish this book, we can go on to Joshua, Judges, Ruth, 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel. Just go through the whole Bible. I'm gonna get something right quick, guys. You're crazy, man. Alright. No one's here. But, dang. Wow. 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 Shut your mouth out of here! This is it! Go!
Is it 2009?
Yeah.
Oh, there you are. Oh, wait. There's two. Which one is it? Is it this one? Yeah. Oh, well, you're not live. Oh, yes, you are. Okay.
Fart, chicken nugget, toilet. Monkey. Okay. Then Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, "Take full vengeance for the sons of Israel on the Midianites. Afterward you will be gathered to your people." And Moses spoke to the people, saying, "Arm men from among you for the war, that they may go against Midian to execute Yahweh's vengeance on Midian. 1,000 from each tribe of all the tribes of Israel you shall send to the war, so that there were furnished from the thousands of Israel 1,000 from each tribe, 12,000 armed for war. And Moses sent them 1,000 from each tribe to the war, and Phinehas, the son of Elzar, the priest, to the war with them, and the holy vessels and the trumpets for the alarm in his hand. So they made war against Midian, just as Yahweh had commanded Moses, and they killed every male. They killed the kings of Midian among the rest of their slain, Evi and Rekin. Bro, chill. What is Brandon doing? And Zor and Hor and Rebecca, the 5 kings of Midian, they also killed Balaam, the son of Beor, with the sword, and the sons of Israel captured the women of Midian and their little ones, and all their cattle, and all their flocks, and all their goods. They plundered them. They burned all their cities where they lived, and all their camps with fire. And they took all the spoil and all the loot, both of men and of beast. And they brought the captives and the loot and the spoil to Moses and to Eleazar the priest and to the congregation of the sons of Israel, the camp of the plains of Moab, which are by the Jordan opposite of Jericho. And Moses and Eleazar the priest and all the leaders of the congregation went out to meet them outside the camp. And Moses was angry with the officers of the army, the commanders of the thousands, the commander of thousands, and the commanders of hundreds, who had come from service in the war. So Moses said to them, Have you spared all the women? Behold, these caused the sons of Israel through the word of Balaam to act unfaithfully against Yahweh in the matter of Peor. So the plague was among the congregation of Yahweh. So now kill every male among the little ones, and kill every woman who has known man intimately. But all the women and all the girls who have not known a man intimately, spare for yourselves, and you camp outside the camp 7 days. Interesting. Well, we're just slaying men and women, but we're keeping little girls. Okay. Whoever has killed any person, and whoever has touched any slain, purify yourselves, you and your captives, on the 3rd day and on the 7th day, and you shall purify yourselves, every garment and every article of leather, and all the work of goat's hair, and all articles of wood. So what's happening, guys? Brr. Oops. Oopsies. 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 What's happening? Okay. Yea. And Eleazar, the priest, said to them, the men of war who had gone to battle, This is the statute of the law which Yahweh has commanded Moses. Only the gold and silver, the bronze, the iron, the tin, and the lead, everything that can stand the fire, you shall pass through the fire, and it shall be clean, but it shall be purified with water for impurity. But whoever cannot stand the fire, you shall pass through the water, and you shall wash your clothes on the 7th day, and be clean, and afterward you may enter the camp. Division of the loot. And Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, You and Eleazar the priest, and the heads of the father households of the congregation, take account of the loot that was captured, both of men and of women. No, that animal. My bad, guys. And divide the loot between the warriors who went out to battle and all the congregation, and you shall exact a Levi for Yahweh from the men of war who went out to battle, one in the 500 of the persons, and of the cattle, and of the donkeys, and of the sheep. Take it from their half, and give it to Elzar the priest, as a congregation to Yahweh, as a contribution, to Yahweh. From the sons of Israel half. You shall take one drawn out of every 50 of the persons, of the cattle, of the donkey, and of the sheep, from all the animals, and give them to Levites, who keep charge of the tabernacle of Yahweh. Moses and Elzar the priest did just as Yahweh had commanded Moses. Now the loot that remained from the plunder which the men of war had plundered was 675,000 sheep, and 72,000 cattle, and 61,000 donkeys, and of human beings, and of the woman who had not known man intimately, all the persons were 32,000. What about the little boys? Where are the little boys at? Come on now, did we kill the little boys too? I don't even know. And the portion of those who went out to war was as follows. The number of the sheep was 337,500, and the Levi of Yahweh from the sheep was 675, and the cattle were 36,000, from which the Levi of Yahweh was 72. My brain's broken right now, guys, so please bear with me. And the donkeys were 30,500 from each. The Levi of Yahweh was 61. What am I doing? And the human beings were 16,000, from whom the Levi of Yahweh was 32 persons. And Moses gave the Levi, which was the contribution to Yahweh, to Elzar the priest, just as Yahweh had commanded Moses. As for the persons of Israel's half, which Moses separated from the men who had gone to war, now the congregation's half was 337,500 sheep, and 36,000 cattle, and 30,500 donkeys, and the human beings were 16,000. Isn't that what we just read up there? Whatever. And from the sons of Israel's half, Moses took one drawn out of every 50, both of men and of animals, and gave them to the Levites, who kept the responsibility of the tabernacle of Yahweh, just as Yahweh had commanded Moses. Then the officers who were over the thousands of the army, the commanders of the thousands and the commanders of the hundreds, came near to Moses. And they said to Moses, Your servants have taken a census of men of war who are in our charge, and no man of us is missing. So we have brought near as an offering to Yahweh what each man found, articles of gold, armlets and bracelets, signet rings, earrings, and necklaces, to make atonement for ourselves before Yahweh. And Moses and Elzar the priest took the gold from them, all kinds of crafted articles, and all the gold from the contribution offering, which they raised up in offering to Yahweh, from the commanders of the thousands and the commanders of hundreds, was 16,750 shekels. Wow! The men of war had taken plunder, every man for himself. So Yahweh and Elzar the priest took gold from the commanders of the thousands and of hundreds, and they brought it to the tent of meeting as memorial for the sons of Israel before Yahweh. Very interesting chapter. So they took vengeance on Midian, killed like all the men and all the women, but they did not kill the women who had already like been married or something, who haven't already like, yeah, you know. So, and then they divided all like the animals, and they divided all the gold. Pretty cool. And it also counts all the people. I wonder if you could figure out, wait, if there's just men and little girls. Wait, I'm a little confused. Is there like thousands of young kids in this scenario? I don't even know what's happening. Whatever. I do know what's happening. I can't calculate that right now. I don't feel like doing it. I don't even know. Okay. Guys. What's happening? What's happening? Okay. Why is Brandon telling everyone to join my live, bro? Calm down. No one cares about what I am doing. Now the sons of Reuben and the sons of Gad had exceedingly large number of livestock. They saw the land of Jezar in the land of Gilead, that it was indeed a place suitable for livestock. So the sons of Gad and the sons of Reuben came and spoke to Moses and to Eleazar the priest and to the leaders of the congregation, saying, Ataroth, Dibon, Jezar, Nimrah, Hashbon, Alilah, Sebon, Nebo, and beyond, the land which Yahweh struck before the congregation of Israel is a land for livestock, and your servants have livestock. And they said, If we have found favor in your sight, let this land be given to your servants as a possession. Do not take us across the Jordan. But Moses said to the sons of Gad and to the sons of Reuben, Shall your brothers go to war while you yourselves sit here? Now why are you discouraging the sons of Israel from crossing over into the land which Yahweh has given them? This is what your fathers did when I sent them from Kadesh Barnea to see the land. Indeed, they went up to the valley of Eshcol and saw the land, and they discouraged the sons of Israel so that they did not go into the land which Yahweh had given them. So Yahweh's anger burned in that day, and he swore an oath, saying, None of the men who come from Egypt from 20 years old and upward shall see the land which I swore to Abraham. None of the men who came up from Egypt from 20 years old and upward shall see the land which I have sworn to Abraham. So, does that mean only the younger ones can see the land? To Isaac and to Jacob, for they did not follow me fully, except Caleb, the sons of Jephunneh, the Kenizzite, and Joshua the son of Nun, for they have followed Yahweh fully. So Yahweh's anger burned against Israel, and he made them wander in the wilderness 40 years, until the entire generation, For those who had done evil in the sight of Yahweh was brought to an end. Behold, you have risen up in your father's place, a brood of sinful men, to add still more to the burning anger of Yahweh against Israel. For if you turn away from following him, he will once more abandon them in the wilderness, and you will destroy all these people. Then they came near to him and said, We will build here sheepfolds of our livestock and cities for our little ones, but we ourselves will be armed, ready to go before the sons of Israel until we have brought them to their place. And our little ones live in the fortified cities because of the inhabitants of the land. We will not return to our homes until every one of the sons of Israel has possessed his inheritance. For we will not have an inheritance with them on the other side of the Jordan and beyond, because our inheritance has fallen to us on this side of the Jordan east. So Moses said to them, If you will do this, if you will arm yourselves before Yahweh for the war, and all of you armed men cross over the Jordan before Yahweh until he has dispossessed his enemies from before him, and the land is subdued before Yahweh, then afterward you shall return and be free of obligation toward Yahweh and toward Israel, and this land shall be yours for a possession before Yahweh. But if you will not do so, behold, you have sinned against Yahweh, and be sure your sin will be found out. Build yourself cities for your little ones, and sheepfolds for your sheep, and do what you have promised. And the sons of Gad and the sons of Reuben spoke to Moses, saying, Your servants will do just as my Lord commands. Our little ones, our wives, our livestock, and all our cattle shall remain there in the cities of Gilead. But your servants, everyone who is armed for war, will cross over into the presence of Yahweh to battle, just as my Lord says. So Moses gave a command concerning them to Eleazar the priest, and to Joshua the son of Nun, and to the heads of the fathers' households of the tribes of the sons of Israel. And Moses said to them, If the sons of Gad and the sons of Reuben, everyone who is armed for battle, will cross with you over the Jordan in the presence of Yahweh, and the land is subdued before you, then you shall give them the land of Gilead for possession. But if they will not cross over with you armed, they shall have possessions among you in the land of Canaan. And the sons of Gad and the sons of Reuben answered, saying, As Yahweh has said to your servants, so we will do. Ourselves will cross over in the presence of Yahweh into the land of Canaan, and the possession of our inheritance shall remain with us across the Jordan. So Moses gave to them to the sons of Gad, to the sons of Reuben, and to the half-tribe of Joseph's son Manasseh, the kingdom of Sihon, king of the Amorites, and of the kingdom of Og, this king of Bashan, this land which is its cities with their terrorites. I need to take a breather for a second. The cities of the surrounding land, and the sons of Gad built Dibon and Tarath and Arer and Jenny, get out of here, Jenny. Close the door. Jenny, I said to close the door. Whatever. And Adsroth, Shophan, and Jezer, and Jegbeh. How do you say these names, guys? and Beth Nimrah, and Beth Haran, as fortified cities, and sheepfolds for sheep. And the sons of Reuben built Heshbon and Elale, and Kerethan, and Nebu and Belman, their names being changed in Sibma, and they gave other names to the cities which they built. And the sons of Machar, the sons of Manasseh, went to Galilee and took it, and dispossessed the Amorites who were in it. So Moses gave Galilee to Machar, the sons of Manasseh, and he lived in it. And Jar, the son of Manasseh, went and took its towns and called them Govath Jar. And Noba went and took Kenna and its towns and called it Noba after its own name. It's kind of like a bunch of gibberish, but wait, my friends. Wait one sec. Okay. There we go. Come on now, is it gonna load? But yay, we finished that chapter. Good chapter. Come on, is it gonna load? Come on now. Bro. There you go. So, okay guys. We just have 33 to read, and then 34, 35, 36. So wait, that's still like 4 more. Yeah, 4 more. 4 more. 4 more, guys. Gotta read this. This is a long chapter, guys. Crazy. I think I wanted to rest my mind for a little bit. I'm gonna go drink some water. Wait. Whatever. Yep. Oh, no way. She used to go there too? Cool. Or, or, or. Right, guys. Huh. These are the journeys of the sons of Israel by which they came out from the land of Egypt by their armies, by the hand of Moses and Aaron. And Moses wrote down their starting places according to their journeys by the command of Yahweh. And these are the journeys according to their starting places. They journeyed from Ramades in the first month, on the 15th day of the first month. Ooh, we should. We should. Verse it. Ooh, sorry. Why are you locked? Why are you locked the door? Why are you locked the door? Why are you locked the door? And the next day after the Passover, the sons of the Israel started out with a high hand in the sight of all the Egyptians. But the Egyptians were burying all their firstborn whom Yahweh had struck down among them. Yahweh had also executed judgments on their gods. Then the sons of Israel journeyed from Ramesses and camped in Succoth. They journeyed from Wait, guys, give me 1 second. And camped in Ethan, which is on the edge of the wilderness. And they journeyed from Ethan and turned back to Pihahiroth. That's definitely not how you say it. I don't know how to say that word though, which faces Baal-zephon. And they camped before Migdal. They journeyed from before Heroth and possessed through the midst of the sea into the wilderness. And they went 3 days' journey in the wilderness of Etham and camped at Marah. They journeyed from Marah and came to Elim. And in Elim there were 12 springs of water and 70 palm trees. And they camped there. They journeyed from Elim and camped by the Red Sea. They journeyed from the Red Sea and camped in the wilderness of Sin. They journeyed from the wilderness of Sin and camped at Dophkah. They journeyed from Dophkah and camped at Elash. They journeyed from Elash and camped at Rephidim. Now it was there that the people had no water to drink. They journeyed from Rephidim and camped in the wilderness of Sinai. They journeyed from the wilderness of Sinai and camped at Kibroth Hattaavah. And they journeyed from Kibroth Hattaavah and camped at Hazeroth. They journeyed from Hazeroth and camped at Rithmah. They journeyed from Rithmah and camped at Rimmon Perez. They journeyed from Rimmon Perez and camped at Libnah. They journeyed from Libnah and camped at Rizah. They journeyed from Rizah and camped at Kalitha. They journeyed from Kehelatha and camped at Mount Shephor. They journeyed from Mount Shephor and camped at Heradah. They journeyed from Heradah and camped at Makheloth. They journeyed from Makheloth and camped at Tahath. They journeyed from Kelath and camped at Terah. They journeyed from Terah and camped at Mithkah. They journeyed from Mithkah and camped at Hashmonah. They journeyed from Hashmonah and camped at Mosra. They journeyed from Mizrah and camped at Benjakan. They journeyed from Belajakan and camped at Hurigad. This is such goober names. I'm gonna break my head on this table. They journeyed from Higgy Gad and camped at Gitbatha. They journeyed from Gitbatha and camped at Ebranah. They journeyed from Ebranah and camped at Ezon Gebor. They journeyed from Ezon Gebor and camped in the wilderness of Zin, that is, Kadesh. They journeyed from Kadesh and camped at Mount Hor, at the edge of the land of Edom. Then Aaron the priest went up to Mount Hor at the command of Yahweh, and he died there in the 14th year, after the sons of Israel had come from the land on the first day in the 5th month. Now Aaron was 120 years old when he died. Died on Mount Hor. Now the Canaanite, the king of Arad, who lived in the Negev, in the land of Canaan, heard when the sons of Israel were coming. Then they journeyed from Mount Hor and camped at Zalmanah. They journeyed from Zalmanah and camped at Punan. They journeyed from Punan and camped at Oboth. They journeyed from Oboth and camped at Lebaron, at the border of Moab. They journeyed from Lim and camped at Dibongad. They journeyed from Gibondad and camped at Almon Diblathaim. They journeyed from Alamon Diblathaim and camped in the mountains of Abram before Nebu. They journeyed from the mountains of Abram and camped in the plains of Moab by the Jordan opposite Jericho. They camped by the Jordan from from Beth Jeshimoth as far as Abel Shittim and the plains of Moab. I'm gonna go insane reading all this stuff, okay? I'm about to go insane because I cannot pronounce any of these names, and I gotta read every single one of them. Okay. Now we get to see what this is. What is this? Then Yahweh spoke to Moses in the plains of Moab by the Jordan, opposite of Jericho, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel, and say to them, When you cross over the Jordan into the land of Canaan, then you shall dispossess all the of the land from before you, and destroy all their curved stones, and destroy all their molten images, and diminish all their high places, and you shall take possession of the land, and inhabit it, for I have given the land to you to possess it, and you shall inherit land by according to your families, and to the larger you shall give a larger inheritance, and to the smaller you shall give a smaller inheritance. However the lot falls to anyone, that shall be his. You shall inherit according to the tribes of your fathers. But if you do not dispossess the inhabitants of the land from before you, then it will be that those whom you let remain of them will become as pricks in your eyes, as thorns in your sides, and they will trouble you in the land which you inhabit, and it will be as I plan to do to them, so I will do to you. Okay, we got done with this chapter. I wanted to die after reading this chapter. I want to die, guys. Can I die? That was very hard. Oops, no. Don't go there. We cannot go there. Okay. This looks like a chill book. So let's read this chapter, guys. And then after we read this chapter, there's still 2 more to read. We're almost done with Numbers, finally. After hours of reading this book, then Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, Command the sons of Israel, and say to them, When you enter the land of Canaan, this is the land that shall fall to you as an inheritance, even the land of Canaan according to its borders. And your southern sector shall extend from the wilderness of Zin along the side of Edom, and your southern border shall extend from the end of the Salt Sea eastward. Then your border shall turn from the south to the extent of Ekrabin, and continue to Zin, and its termination shall be to the south of Kadesh Barnea, and it shall reach Hazar-Adar, and continue to Esmon, and the border shall turn from Esmon to the brook of Egypt, and its termination shall be at the sea. And as for the east, as the west border, you shall have the great sea, that it is its coastline. This shall be your west border, and this shall be your north border. You shall draw your border line from the great sea to Mount Hor. You shall draw the line from Mount Hor to Ebo Hamath, and the termination of the border shall be at Zedad, and the border shall proceed to Ziphron, and its termination shall be at Hazar-Enan. This shall be your north border. For your east border you shall also draw a line from Hazar-Enan to Shaphan, and the border shall go down from Shaphan to Riblah, and on the east side of Ain, the border shall go down and reach to the slope on the east side of the sea of Chinnereth. And the border shall go down to the Jordan, and its termination shall be at the Salt Sea. This shall be your land according to the borders all around. So Moses commanded the sons of Israel, saying, This is the land that you shall inherit by lot among you, as a possession, which Yahweh has commanded to give to 9.5 tribes. For the tribe of the sons of Reuben have received according to their fathers' households, and the tribe of the sons of Gad according to their fathers' households, and of the half tribe Manasseh have received their inheritance. The 2.5 tribes have received their inheritance across the Jordan opposite of Jericho, to the eastward toward the sunrise. Whoa. Then Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, These are the names of the men who shall apportion the land to you from your inheritance: Elzevir the priest, and Joshua the son of Nun. And you shall take one leader of every tribe to a portion of the inheritance. Now these are the names of the men of the tribe of Judah: Caleb the son of Jephunneh, and the tribe of the sons of Simon, Samuel the son of Ammihud, of the tribe of Benjamin, Elidad the son of Chosulun, of the tribe of the sons of Dan the leader, Buki the son of Jogli, and the son of Joseph, the tribe of the sons of Manasseh, a leader, Haniel, the son of Ephod, of the tribe of the sons of Ephraim, a leader, Chemiel, Sami, the son of Shiptan, of the tribe of the sons of Zebulun, a leader, Elzevaphan, the son of Parnak, of the tribe of the sons of Issachar, a leader, Peltel, the son of Ezan, of the tribe of the sons of Esher, a leader, Ahid, the son of Shelomai, of the tribe of the sons of Naphtali, a leader, Pedel, the son of Ammihud. These are those whom Yahweh commanded to apportion the inheritance to the sons of Israel in the land of Canaan. These names literally break my brain. Like, I cannot read these names, bro. These are so weird. Come on now. So weird. My days. Oh, then doing. Yo, why are we screaming? Just two more to read, guys. So far, I've enjoyed reading. Just not the parts where it's repetitive. The repetitive parts are kind of annoying, but the stories are interesting. The first one that we read was kind of like about vengeance on Midian, and they like killed all the men and all the women besides the little girls. And then like it talked about them journeying from afar to different places. It also talked about them dividing the cattle, the cattle, the sheeps, the cows, or whatever. Oh, I don't even remember. It probably wasn't cows. It was something, just dividing all of them. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. It also named every single person. Like, what are we doing? Why are we naming every single person? Like, imagine we did this in today's age. We, like, wrote down every single person and kept it in the Bible. Bro, come on now. That'd be crazy. I'm glad we don't do that. Numbers 35. Now Yahweh spoke to Moses in the plains of Moab by the Jordan opposite Jericho, saying, Command the sons of Israel that they give to the Levites from the inheritance of their possession, cities to live in. And you shall give to the Levites pasture lands around the cities, and the cities shall be... Oh, come on now. Shall be for their cattle and for their herds and for all their beasts, and the pasture land of the cities which you shall give to Levites shall extend from the wall of the city outward 1,000 cubits around. You shall also measure outside the city on the east side toward 2,000 cubits, and on the south side 2,000 cubits, and on the east side 2,000 cubits, and on the north side 2,000 cubits, with the city in the center. This shall become theirs as pasture lands for the cities. And the cities which you shall give to the Levites shall be the 6 cities of refuge, which you shall give for the manslayer to flee to. And in addition to them you shall give 42 cities. All the cities which you give to the Levites shall be 48 cities together with their pasture lands. Now as for the cities which you shall give from the possession of the sons of Israel, you shall take more from the larger, and you shall take less from the smaller. Each shall give some of his cities to the Levites in proportion to his possession which he inherits. Then Yahweh spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel, and say to them, When you cross the Jordan into the land of Canaan, then you shall select your cities to be your cities of refuge, that the manslayer who has struck down any person unintentionally may flee there. And the cities shall be for you as refuge from the avenger, so that the manslayer will not die until he stands before the congregation for judgment. And the cities which you are to give shall be your 6 cities of refuge. You shall give 3 cities across the Jordan, and 3 cities in the land of Canaan. They are to be cities of refuge. These 6 cities shall be for refuge for the sons of Israel, and for the sojourner, and for the foreign resident among them, that anyone who strikes a person down unintentionally may flee there. But if he struck him down with an iron object so that he died, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death. And if he is struck down, and if he struck him down with a stone in the hand, by which he would die, as a result he died, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death. Or if he struck him with a wooden object in the hand, by which he should die, and as a result he died, he is a murderer. The murderer shall surely be put to death. The blood avenger himself shall put the murderer to death. He shall put him to death when he meets him. And if he pushed him of hatred and threw something at him, lying in wait, and as a result he died, or if he struck him down with his hand in enmity, and as a result he died, the one who struck him shall surely be put to death. He is a murderer. The blood avenger shall put the murderer to death when he meets him. But if he pushed him suddenly without enmity, or threw something at him without lying in wait, or with any stone by which one might die, yet without sin, and it fell upon him, and he died, but he was not his enemy, or seeking his injury, then the congregation shall judge between the slayer and the blood avenger according to the legal judgments. The congregation shall deliver the manslayer from the land, or the blood avenger, and the congregation shall restore him to his city of refuge to which he fled, and he shall live in it until the death of the high priest who was anointed with the holy oil. But if the manslaughter at any time goes beyond the border of his city of refuge to which he may flee, and the blood avenger finds him outside the border of his city of refuge, and the blood avenger kills the manslayer, but will not be guilty of blood, because he should have remained in his city of refuge until the death of the high priest. But after the death of the high priest, the manslayer shall return to the land of his possession. And these things shall be for a statutory judgment to you throughout your generations in all the places of habitation, If anyone strikes down a person, the murderer shall be put to death at the mouth of witnesses. But no person shall be put to death on the testimony of one witness. Moreover, you shall not take ransom for the life of a murderer who is guilty of death, but he shall surely be put to death. And you shall not take ransom for him who has fled to his city of refuge, that he may return to live in the land before the death of the priest. So you shall not pollute the land in which you are. The blood pollutes the land, and no propitiation can be made for the land for the blood that is shed on it, except by the blood of him who shed it. And you shall not defile the land in which you live, in the midst of which I dwell. For I, Yahweh, am dwelling in the midst of the sons of Israel. That's a good chapter, but it kind of was repetitive at one point, like just talking about if you kill someone with a stick, the murderer shall be put to death. No, if you murder someone with a stick, you should be put to death. If you murder someone with a stone, you shall be put to death. Like, it's the same thing. Like, if you murder someone, you be put to death. Like, come on. There's no specific way you can. I guess they were just trying to make a point, like, it doesn't matter how you murder someone, you just can't murder. I don't know. Maybe that was the point, but it was so repetitive. Good chapter, though. Good chapter. And one chapter left. This is the last one, guys. Oh my goodness, it's only 13. Oh my gosh. I'm almost to complete the book of Numbers. Oh my days. Inheritance through marriage. Okay, let's see what this is about. This is probably just about like the laws. Just like the other one was. They're just talking all about the laws. Ain't that right, guys? Ain't that right? And the heads of the fathers' households of the family of the sons of Galilee, the sons of Machar, the sons of Manasseh. Ow, my toe. Ow, my toe. Don't do that, Shannon. The family of the sons of Joseph came near and spoke before Moses and before the leaders, the heads of the fathers' households of the sons of Israel. And they said, Yahweh commanded my Lord to give the land by lot to the sons of Israel as an inheritance. And my Lord was commanded by Yahweh to give the inheritance of Zelophehad, our brother, to his daughter. But if they marry one of the sons of the other tribes of the sons of Israel, their inheritance will be withdrawn from the inheritance of our fathers, and we will be added to the inheritance of the tribe to which they belong. Thus it will be withdrawn from our allotted inheritance. And when the jubilee of the sons of Israel comes, then their inheritance will be added to the inheritance of the tribe to which they belong. So their inheritance will be withdrawn from the inheritance of the tribe of their fathers, of our fathers. Then Moses commanded the sons of Israel, according to the word of Yahweh, saying, the tribe of the sons of Joseph are right in their statements. This is what Yahweh has commanded concerning the daughter of Zelophehad, saying, let them marry whoever is good in their sight. Only must they marry within the family of the tribe of their father. Thus no inheritance of the sons of Israel shall be transferred from tribe to tribe. For sons of Israel shall each hold to the inheritance of the tribe of his fathers. And every daughter who comes into possession of the inheritance of every tribe of the sons of Israel shall be wife to one of the family of Israel of her father. So the sons of Ezra each may possess the inheritance of his fathers. Thus no inheritance shall be transferred from one tribe to another tribe, for the tribes of the sons of Israel shall each hold to its own inheritance, just as Yahweh had commanded Moses. So the daughters of Zelophehad did, and Mahlah, Tirzah, Hagla, Milcah, and Noah, the daughters of Zelophehad, married their uncle's sons. married their uncle's sons. Ain't that a little wild? They married those from the families of the sons of Manasseh, the sons of Joseph. Their inheritance remained with the tribe of the family of their father. These are the commandments of the judge and the judgments which Yahweh commanded to the sons of Israel by the hand of Moses in the plains of Moab by the Jordan opposite Jericho. Interesting chapter. Just, I guess you're not allowed to give someone else your inheritance. That's basically like the whole entire meaning of the chapter. And also, it's also talking about a wife should only have one husband, I think. I don't know. Cool. The Book of Numbers is a great book. Has a lot of information. But it also has some information I don't even think we need. The stories are very cool. I love the stories. The stories are great. But the repetitive stuff, like I don't think we really need to know all that. I mean, some of it's cool to know, like the amount of numbers of the cattle and ox and whatever, and also like the offerings, like all their offerings, like what they do for offerings is cool too. But some of this stuff is just repetitive, like talking about their journeys. Like, do we need to know about their journeys, bro? Come on. All I was saying was where they went to. Like, we know where they went to, but what were they doing? That's the question. What were they doing in the land? I think there was one part where it said, like, they had no water in the land. Sadly, they were without water. Good book. I'm glad to finally be done with the book, though. So yeah, I learned a lot from it. So, glad to be learning, though. But yeah, that's the end of the stream, guys. We did it. No more numbers. We did it. So, yeah. Well, y'all have a great day. God bless you guys, and take care now. Finish the Book of Numbers.